Hello everybody, welcome back. So this video will be a passing plays for PTG Football. So between the last video and this video, only a couple minutes in real time has actually passed, so you can probably still hear the rain falling, and you can maybe still hear the fan running. I have a fan circulating a little bit of air on me, and I've added a lamp, the only other light source that I could find, to try and help it out some with the lighting. There is no overhead light in this room, so I don't really have anything really big and bright that'll like really shine down on everything. And I really have limited time to do this videos. So, and this table, as I mentioned a couple videos ago, this table actually folds down into something that is this wide and sits actually over there against the plate glass. I guess it is plate glass. The sliding glass doors, and actually we use as a coffee lamp holder or whatever for that side of the couch. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna, again, sake of ease, frankly, I'm gonna have Minnesota on offense, Jacksonville on defense. Now, I may mix it up a little bit. You just can't see it as easily. I'll have Gardner Minshew maybe throw a pass or two here just because. I've done nothing in terms of like obviously matching up coverages or anything to make it obvious. I probably should, but I won't. So offensively, it's set up correctly. Defensively, it may be the coverages may be a little bit off. If I reach over there and I think it's really off, I'm going to switch them, and you'll hear me do that for this instructional video only. Pardon me, they're not super professional or whatever, but they get the point across and hopefully show you the game and actually how easy it is to play. And it's really fun actually to play with somebody else sitting across the table. You're making the play calls. You've got a chair next to you, or maybe it's sitting right on the. A lot of times we just put the play calling right on the, if you're on offense, put it on top of the defense. You're on defense, put it on top of the offense if you really need it. You put it down and you can cover it with something and play call right there. Or a lot of times I use a chair right next to me. And defensively, so the guy on offense has to move his players around more and has to do more work getting a play called. So usually the defensive guy takes care of the time. So you've got a clipboard that's got, you've got your stat sheet, and you've got your, you may put the stat sheet down on the offensive side of the display and put the time sheet on it, and you're keeping track of the time and the downs and stuff. And like I said, you really don't need this. Once you play the game, 10 minutes or something, you'll kind of figure out that running is run key, run no key, run key, the quarterback. Passing, which we'll do now, is pass defense, a prevent, double, triple, a blitz. It's a cover 2 or cover 3, which we'll go over quickly. So for passing plays for the offense, it really is very simple. Screen, quick, short, long, or a spread. Now a spread offense in this game, all the spread offense really means is that you're telling you're going to assign different depths for each receiver to run. So normally you just say, I'm going to throw quick to the left end, and everybody would be going quick, right? But if you did a spread offense, you could have some guys going short, some guys going long, some guys going quick. Your play call is quick to the left, but maybe if it's redirected, the right end is actually going, short, let's say, or maybe you've got him going on a fly pattern long or something. So it's, that's a slightly different change there. And at the bottom, you can see the various strategies. Flop, draw, pistol, shotgun, sneak, play action, rollout. There you can do extra pass blocking with the backs, the RPO, clutch passing, double team blocking, which is blocking battles where you have 2 offensive guys or 2 defensive guys going at each other. So anyway, again, we're doing the more simplified things here right now. I may do an advanced video where I pick out several of the advanced. They're not really advanced. There is no advanced rules. It's all the same set of rules. You decide which rules you want to play by and which rules you don't. I'm not a, I've been in plenty of games where people are rules lawyers and everything has to be adjudicated. And I'm not a big fan of that. You know, if you can't make the decision right then and there between the two of you, I just don't get it. To me, this isn't rocket science. There's no real money on it. Just play the games. That's the way I look at it. Life's too short to really worry that much about it. So, all right, so pass play. So for the sake of discussion, we're going to do we'll do a quick pass to the left end. Why not? We kept talking about it. And for ease of use, we'll say they're in a pass defense. We'll go through the various defenses and show you what they mean. And because I'm not smart enough to have my glasses on, I can't really see that chart right there very clearly. Also, I admit the room is a little darker, so I could bring it forward, but I also have, actually, and you get this, is you get the charts. So those charts are actually on the separate pages. So there's the same defense pass table as that chart right there, the exact same point right there. So I can have it next to me and read it. Actually, when you're playing, and when I get back into the swing of playing with people, you tend to memorize these things after just a game or two, not even a game. Sometimes you'll just memorize these values. All right, so quick pass to the left end. They're in a pass defense. Okay. So you look at pass direction first. Okay. QP says it goes to the left end. So it goes to the left end. All right. Next thing you're going to look at is the 1 to 100 random number at the top, 23. I can tell you it's complete, but we'll go through the math because nobody's that bad unless you're a D or an E quarterback. All right. So you can see where Kirk Cousins completes on a 1 to 83 on a screen, a screen. So a pass defense against a quick pass is minus 20. So 1 to 83, minus 20, 1 to 63. Okay, and we said left end. So covering left end, in this case, again, I just randomly picked these guys. So, yeah, this guy would not be covering. Yeah, he'd be covering him. All right, so left end and right end are considered slot, not the regular pass defense. So you look under slot. So in this case, we're going to use Jared Wilson. Okay, Jared Wilson's a 0. Sidney Jones, the guy I originally picked up, was a +4. So he would cover one of the flankers. He has a -1 on that pass coverage, a 4, so he wouldn't cover a slot receiver. All right, I just picked up Jared Wilson quickly. He's a 0. Okay, so 20, 0 for that guy. He's not tired. The receiver's not tired, so there's no modifiers there. So 63, 23, it's complete. Okay, 18. Okay, we said left end. So Adam Thielen, a quick pass, 18. You can see it's 3 yards for Thielen. Okay, so we're going to, for the sake of argument, we're just going to say they punted. They were 30, so 33. If you've watched the other videos, you watched me gain 10 yards, hit a 4th and 3, and I didn't punt in that particular video. Okay, so that pass was complete. Now, the little thing that's different than the runs that I was doing in the last video with young Mr. Cook is Adam Thielen's a 1 rest rate, so he's tired. Now, I can run him tired. I mean, I can play him tired. But frankly, there's enough warm bodies over here that are wide receivers for, a play that I can bring him out and sit him down for the 1 play. So Thielen's going to come out for the one player. We're going to put Chad Beebe in. Chad Beebe is a 3. He's a body, basically. Beebe's job really is returning. He's more of a punt returner than anything else for them. All right, so 2nd and 7. Again, we're going to do a pass. So in this case, we're going to do a short pass, and we're going to pick a short to the flanker. Okay, and for the sake of argument, we'll say they're not in a pass defense. Say they're in a run defense. It doesn't really matter which one, but say they're in a run key. In this case, you would be keying Cook, so a run key. Okay, so again, pass direction. So we're going to the flanker on a short pass. So it says original, and then in parentheses it says PD. That's pass deflect. So I'll explain that in a moment. If it's, which in this case, it's a 25, okay, for the pass check. So pretty sure Kirk Cousins is going to complete this. But we'll go through the math. Okay, so you can see he's a 69 base completion range. Okay, so 69 short pass versus a run is +10. So now he's a 1 to 79. Okay, we're throwing to Jefferson. Jefferson is the flanker. Flanker 1, sorry. And in this case, it's Trey Herndon. Again, I just randomly place these guys. So Trey Herndon is a 0. Jacksonville didn't have really good pass coverage guys for the wideouts. Yeah, it doesn't get any better. So a 0. And okay, so it's it's complete. It's 25. Okay, 96 for Jefferson on a short pass is 19 yards. So all the way to the 48-yard line on the other side of the field, first down. Okay, so that's basically a couple of passes. Well, I'll show you one, and I will purposefully. So, pass deflect. So, pass deflect. So, if the numbers had come up where, so he's a 69, okay, and let's say there's no, well, yeah, even if there's a modifier, so +10, so 79, okay. If I had flipped a card that was like a 79, 80, 81, something like that, I would look to see if the pass is deflected. So what I would do is I would count the guys on Jacksonville's line. So there's 1. He's got a point, so that's 2. So on an 80 or an 81, that pass would have been deflected by one of those guys, and you would check to see which box the ball flies to. And you would check to see if it's picked off. It can be pretty much anywhere in the front 2 rows. It doesn't fly all the way back to the 3rd row, but it does fly back to the 2nd row. And it's just a simple. What we haven't looked at so far in this case is the middle set of numbers is a 1 to 10 random number. So you would just use that, or again, rolling dice. You could just look at the pass deflect table, and it would tell you which box it hit, and if it hits the box, it's picked off. There's no check to see if there's no roll to see if it rolls in range. It's picked off. Okay, so that's a pass deflect. So I'll show you here real quick. So on this particular card, if you look down at pass direction, you'll see where it goes to, on a screen, it goes to back 1 with a pass deflect possibility. A quick goes to whoever you called, and a short and a long are a pass rush. So then you would go into a blitz scenario, a blitz type of call. So let's run a blitz or a pass rush. Let's, for the sake of argument, say it was going short. That was the card that was pulled. It's a pass rush. Oh no, heavens, what do we do? Okay, so the first thing you do is you have to figure out what kind of pass rush it is. So you flip it it's a 20. You look at Kirk Cousins, you look down here under pass rush, and you say, oh, he's been hit. So either he's been hit or they're going to attempt to hit him. So the range is 19 to 27 there. So we pulled a 20. Okay, so next thing you do is a pass block battle. In this case, left guard versus G, and you look under hit. So left guard under hit is a 1. G is empty. So there's nobody there. It's a 0. So you won the battle. So he's not hit. So there's no modifier for the hit. Now, sake of argument, let's say it was a different battle where it was, that's a Z card. That doesn't help the argument. We'll push this guy. Is he an end or a tackle? He's an end. Okay, we'll push him over there. All right, so for the sake of argument, we'll say that the battle came up as a right tackle versus E as a hit. Okay, so we've already done this once, but here's Brian O'Neill, 2 hit block. Okay, and then you look at the guy in E, which as I move the guy over, Smoot, a hit is a 3. So he's been hit. So Smoot is hitting, and that's going to cause a minus of, yes, you'd think I'd be smart enough to just lean over there, but no, I'm going to read off the chart that's close to me. So a hit is a -5 to completion, a +2 to an intercept, +5 to a fumble, and a +5 to an injury. So if you had a Z result, it can modify those by hitting the quarterback. So the completion range, instead of being, so his short range would be 69, it becomes 64, basically. It gets worse. So, and then, the rest of the play plays out. Let's spend a quick second. I mentioned in the first video, I think it was when I talked about the cards, the clutch passing. You'll see next to there, Kirk Cousins is one of the few quarterbacks that has it. You'll see next to screen a 4, quick as a 3, short as a 2, long as a 1. The best is 5s. So if there was a play call and, you know what? I'm going to be smart and read it straight from the rules. Why am I reading it straight from the rules? Because I've spent so much time playing with the computer game version of this that it is slightly different. So clutch. Okay, so the clutch passing adjustment is only used on 3rd and 4th down in the 2nd or 4th quarters with 5 minutes or less. So what you're doing is so in other words, so let's say it's a close game and it's 3rd down, and I'm like, oh well, it's 3rd down and it's the 2nd quarter, and Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. He's a clutch quarterback based on actual statistics. That's not me making something up. So if it's not a pass rush or not a blitz, you would then modify, you'd make the play call and you'd say, I would say, okay, it's going to be a short pass to Jefferson, and Cousins is going to clutch pass, attempt to use the clutch passing. And it's a pretty simple, it's just an add. In the case of a short pass, with Kirk Cousins as an A, it's a +3 to the completion, which matches, will match these numbers in addition to this. So it's just a simple little modifier to say, oh, my quarterback's actually pretty good at this. Okay, now we're going to do a quick cover 2 or cover 3 zone play. Now, the zone plays are a little bit different because, and it's harder to show you this in terms of, really quick videos, but it's right there on the tables. It shows you literally what box it is and what the defensive position is and the coverage duties. So if I called a short pass to the left end, okay, and you were like, okay, I'm in a cover 3 zone, right? So for a short pass, the middle linebacker position, if there's a middle linebacker, there has to be a player. If you look at the chart, okay, yeah, you're actually going to get caught by a cover 3 zone in a short, because there's no direct. Jefferson flanker, free safety, has to be a player in the free safety, which is box M. If there is, then there's a modifier. It's on the charts. The same thing is true of a cover 2 zone. This is done because the original Status Pro, and then this model continued it on for a long time, was a man pass defense. But as we know, it's a lot of zone now, and mostly zone actually. So this is a way to adapt the game to say, if you have a player, for example, a cover 2 zone, middle linebacker, box H, covers quick pass, and whoever catches the quick pass, this is the guy in coverage, and he has a modifier of -5 to the quick. If it goes short or long, then it's +10. It's not as good because it's the cover 2 zone is built for up here. The cover 3 zone is built for deeper back. So and the linebackers and the corners and the safeties are all involved in that. If you're in a pass rush and you decide that the role came up to be a run, right? Sack, hit, hurry, run, came up to be a run. You could attempt to still throw the pass. What you're doing then is you're saying, okay, I'm going to throw in the run, and there's a modifier. For a quick, it's -5. For a short or long, it's -10. And then you would still throw the pass off of the numbers at the bottom of the card to try and complete it. So those are the basics of it. I hope that helps, and I hope that the videos are helping make the decision of whether to buy the game or not. It is a great game to play football against another person, especially. Takes a little bit longer to play. This is not a fast action game. It's not meant to be a fast action game. I played a game like this, Status Pro Football. We would take 4, 5, 6, 8 hours playing because, of course, we're buddies and everything. You're just having a good time. And the game almost became secondary. But I've sat down and played this game against people in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Played the entire 4 quarters. It really depends on how much outside, chatter you want to do. And yeah, outside chatter. And, whatever else distractions you want to lend. If you're just going to play the game, you can do it pretty quickly. Especially once you know the rules, and once you know what you're doing, and and you've got a lot of plays that in today's NFL. Remember that the clocks aren't stopping as much before the 5-minute mark, 4.5-minute mark. So most of the plays are 40-second plays. So you can blow through a lot of plays really fast. So anyway, I hope this has helped, and have a nice day.